Hello, all Chopin lovers, all piano music lovers and piano enthusiasts. Many of you already have asked me to prepare a video in which I would explain the difference between the rhythm of a waltz and the rhythm of a mazurka. And this was a very good point, so finally I decided to try to explain to each of you in a very simple words and playing, of course, and showing on my piano what is the difference and how we should approach waltz and how we should approach a mazurka. My name is Greg Niemczuk and I'm a Polish classical concert pianist. If you don't know me and if this is the first video that you are watching, welcome. And I just want to tell you that there are much more great videos about especially Chopin's music. I've already made analysis of almost all Chopin's piano music, which you can find on my channel on the playlists. So you are invited. If you are interested, you can just watch. But today we focus on what you are here for, on the difference between mazurka and a waltz. And well, in fact, this is quite simple, even though for the whole world it seems a mystery, it seems very difficult and almost impossible to catch or to understand. Of course, let's start from the basic. Basic is that these are dances, and of course they are on three, and we should inspire ourselves by watching how people dance these dances or by dancing them ourselves. And waltz is quite simple because it's very easy to find videos of how to dance a waltz or people dancing waltzes, so it's not a problem. The problem starts with mazurka, because actually mazurka is a piece of music which is based on not only one but at least three most popular Polish folk dances. And to make matters worse, these dances are not really danced nowadays. Only in some folk group, traditional, folk dancers, they are still dancing these dances, and you can see that if you visit my country. You can find, for example, some folk festival or some folk group. For example, Mazowsze, very famous Polish folk group, and they are making the shows when they are dancing the traditional Polish dances. Three Polish dances that we have in mazurkas are Mazur, Kujawiak, and Obedek. Obedek is the fastest. Mazur a little slower, and Kujawiak is a very slow and like waving dance. And Chopin is mixing them in his mazurkas. And of course, every Chopin's mazurka is different. Every Chopin's mazurka it's not like we simply use one kind of pattern of the rhythm and it will work for every single mazurka. No, not at all. But yet still we have to know this pattern. So now I will explain to you in a very simple words the difference between waltz and mazurka. In a waltz, when we are playing the waltz for somebody to dance, we have to be very careful of the rhythm, of course, because it has to be dancing like, and then let's say that the one is the most important, because we always have, when we have, for example, or this, one, two, three, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Of course, One is the most important, but we also have to remember when we are playing that usually on 2, so on the second beat, there is a circle. The dancers are circling around, and it always happens on 2. So in waltz, 2 is also very important. If you know very well Strauss waltzes, for example, played by especially Viennese orchestras, you can hear that sometimes they are making some space between 2 and 3. They are playing a little bit 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. But this is very risky in Chopin's waltzes, because it is actually very similar to how we play mazurka. We probably can do it sometimes in some parts of Chopin's waltzes, but definitely not exaggerating this, because it's very easy to change the waltz in the mazurka, and I will show it to you a little later in this video. But so in the waltz we simply play 1, 2, and 2 and 3 is lighter, is always lighter. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and it has to be very elegant and usually very happy and very like French, I would say French elegance. Okay, so what's the difference between waltz and mazurka? What's so special in mazurka? How we dance, that's the most important, that's the difference, because in mazurka the most important beat is the third beat, and this is what you should always remember. To prove this, what I'm saying, I just recommend you to take the score of Chopin's Mazurkas and go through and find accents on the third beat written by Chopin himself. In every single mazurka you will find at least 1 bar, but of course usually more bars when we have the accent on 3. So he is giving us some advices. He's trying to write some advices for us so that it's easier for us to guess and to understand how it should be played. These accents are very important, but they are not simply accents. What is really important is that when we are dancing these folk Polish dances, on 2 we are usually jumping up, and on 3 we are down, but we are down a little later because of course we were jumping, and very often we are kicking the floor with a fire, you know, and so the rhythm is like that. 1 is connected with 2. On 2 we are jumping, so we have, let's say, staccato, and on 3 we are coming down, landing, let's say, a little later and with an accent and kicking the floor. This is the pattern. How it sounds, how to make it with the left hand. It's very easy. We always have to focus on making legato between 1 and 2. Even if we have a jump, of course, you tell me it's impossible to make legato. Of course it is impossible, but we have the pedal, that's the first thing. And the second thing, instead of simply jumping, well, I'm going to show you this on the Mazurka Opus 6, number 1. So the first Mazurka published by Chopin. So we have jump, and of course we can jump like this, but if you jump like this, you are done. It's not a mazurka. So you have to connect 1 with 2, and then on 2 we make staccato with our hand, not with the pedal. Well, sometimes we can make also with the pedal, but not every time, if you know what I mean. We legato, staccato, up, and then down, and usually with an accent. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 3 is later, is much later than it should be, and is connected, is glued to the first beat of the next bar. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And 1 and 2 are legato. How it sounds with the right hand. We are not doing this in every single bar. This is very important. Second, we are not doing this exactly in the same way in every single bar. Chopin was saying always play the same thing but not in the same way. So this is the problem, especially for pianists who are not spontaneous, who are not able to change immediately in the second, in the moment, the way they are performing. Because this phrase we can play on many different ways. For example, or but what is actually very important is this 1, 2, 3. And Chopin is helping us by writing the short staccato on 2 and the accent on 3. I strongly recommend everybody this mazurka as the first one, even though later we have this a little bit pianistically difficult moment, but just to learn the first phrase, because this is so naturally Polish, folk Polish. You see, in the first bar we have this dotted rhythm, and that's in the second we have written staccato and then the accent by Chopin. So now I will show you how it would sound if I played it like a waltz. Now I will play this mazurka, but I will forget that it's mazurka and I will just play like as if it is a waltz, okay? It sounds a little strange and for me horrible. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But that's how it's actually written, right? If you only look at the left hand, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you know nothing about Polish folk music, then you will play like this. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now the original rhythm. And we can do it in slower mazurkas, in faster mazurkas. The most important thing is to practice this pattern. Always staccato on 2 and then down on 3. That's the secret. And then you decide where it's good, where it sounds well, or where it's a little bit strange. Chopin is helping us very often with a right hand, with the phrasing. But this is the most important thing. And now a waltz, if I will try to play this like a mazurka, just to show you the difference, and just to show you how fundamental this difference is, I will do it. Let's see. You see? It's like... Sorry. So, ba-ba. If I play this like a waltz, I even can't. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. But it's almost almost impossible to play like a waltz, frankly. But this so... it sounds also very bad. So I think that's clear, and I hope it was helpful, I hope it was useful, and I hope you will never have this confusing thoughts about the rhythm between mazurka and waltz when you play Chopin's music. Thank you very much.